Alright, hey guys, so I am back with another Supertarts haul. I'm so sorry. My back hurts so bad. Like I said in one of my previous hauls, I have been labeling all of these, and I just been sitting on my floor labeling all of these, and my back hurts so bad because I've been sitting in the same position all day, kneeling over so I can write the scent descriptions of these fragrances. Oh, so if I'm adjusting, if you hear me ruffling in the back, I'm sorry. I just keep feeling very uncomfortable. So I'll start off with Brandy, the owner of Supertarts. Her card, so it looks like this, Supertarts, and that's the website there. And on the back is her customer service email and phone number. A very artistic card, might I say. Alright, so Brandy always sends one sample with your order. So she sent me Candy Bag, which is this pretty green and pink, I guess. And I believe Candy Bag is just a bunch of candy fragrances. I really don't remember what's in it. But it's like, I get like a bubblegum in here for sure. And this is definitely more of like the Hubba Bubba, like pink bubblegum. The kind of bubblegum that I really don't like. So that's this one. I'm glad I didn't. I almost got this fragrance, so I'm glad I didn't. So yes, so I will start off with clamshells, and then I'll get on to some of these sample sets that I purchased, which I absolutely love, because for me, Supertarts is kind of one of those vendors that I'm not 100% sure on. I'm not necessarily 100% a fan of this company, not for any particular reason other than I just feel like it's very hard to find fragrances that I like, just because her fragrances are very out there. They're blended with many things that just don't seem to like make me excited for whatever reason. And so it's very hard for me to kind of place an order, because every time I look at something that I might like, sometimes I see one note that I might not like, and it kind of convinces me out of making a purchase. So I really like the idea of sample sets, because they're cheaper ways of sampling large collections that she has, and it also lets me see what kind of blends I might actually like from her. For example, like if something was I don't know, because she has some interesting blends that involves, like, sometimes they just have like random wood notes, or sometimes random, like, it'll be like a bakery and then all of a sudden it'll be like leather, and I'll be like, what? So it's just a good way of sampling fragrances to see if these unique blends are actually things that I might like, just because I don't really want to take a chance on anything that's overly unique, I guess. So I'll start off with the clamshells, like I said. Everything in the top row are fragrances that I have not tried before. Everything in the bottom row are repurchases. So her clamshells are $4.25 each. So yes, I'll start off with the ones that I've purchased before, or I have. And the first one I have is Mary. This is part of the Lord of the Melts collection, and this is a blend of Candy Bag and Passion Fruit Nectarine. I actually just realized I still have yet to put the date on these, so that's something that I will do. Ooh, wax is literally falling everywhere. Clamshells are such like a bitch. Like, I'm sorry, but clamshells and scent shots literally always leave wax crumbles everywhere. Like, why? Why do you do this to me? So anyways, this is what it looks like. And it definitely smells like passion fruit nectarine. I'm getting a lot of like a bubble gum from the Candy Bag in here, which is weird because I have like Mary. I actually like I said, this is a repurchase, and so the Mary that I have does not smell like bubblegum at all. I don't know if she changed Candy Bag or if she changed her bubblegum fragrance oil, but from the time I originally had Mary to the time I got it now, but this blend is different than it was before, and I'm not very into it. It's very, very strong on the bubble gum. So I don't really think I'm a fan of this one. I don't know. Why change something that is good? Do not fix something that is not broken. So then I have Gollum, also from the Lord of the Mounts collection, and this is the Omen blended with sweet blackberries. Omen is a Mac Apple blend. This is one of the first Mac Apple blends I ever actually enjoyed, and this is what it looks like. It's purple on the top, and then it's like a really pretty teal on the bottom. I just really like her blackberry, and her blackberry is almost just as strong as her Mac Apple, so they really, really compete well together, and they blend each other out, and it just makes a really, really good fruity blend with a bit of a freshness in the background. Another one of my favorites is Slytherin from her Harry Potter collection, and this is honeydew, melon, blackberry, and white tea, and it looks like this. It's gray with green drizzle and a white base, and I absolutely love this. Oh, it smells so good. It's just, her honeydew is quite interesting. It's a little bit more floral of a honeydew than like a fresh honeydew or a sweet honeydew, but it's just really good mixed with that white tea and the blackberry. It's just a really good kind of refreshing tea fruity scent. And then the next one I have is Alice from the Twilight's collection, which is Fizzy Pop, apricot slices, and raspberry glaze. Another one I absolutely love, and this one is like this pink color with a photo of a woman and the word Alice stamped into it, and the bottom is orange, and there's some blood at the bottom for the Twilights. And this is just amazing. I really love this one. I think the apricot slices and the Fizzy Pop and the raspberry really blend together well. The raspberry glaze makes it really sugary, and the apricot adds just like a really, really sweet fruitiness to it that make the Fizzy Pop a lot less lemon limey and just make it a really nice fresh citrusy fizz. This one's really good. And the last one I repurchased is Gryffindor, another one of the Harry Potter melts, and this is frosted lemon meringue cheesecake with raspberry glaze, and it's red on the top with a yellow drizzle, and it's yellow, oh, it's white on the bottom, sorry. And this one, yeah, it smells exactly like the one that I have. It's just a really good raspberry scent with a lemon bakery on the bottom. Okay, so now onto the top ones. The first one I have is Happy Birthday, and this one is a little bit hard to read, but it is fluffy buttercream icing, sweet strawberry filling, and white birthday cake. And it looks like this. It's pink with some sprinkles in it, a little stamped birthday present thing, and it's yellow on the bottom. And yeah, it smells like strawberry jam for sure, and like a cake scent. A lot of people I know don't like Brandy's strawberry, but I think it's because a lot of people are expecting like a fresh picked strawberry for her fresh picked strawberry. For me, I find that Brandy's fresh picked strawberry and her strawberry jam and all of her strawberry, it's all the same strawberry. It's all just strawberry jam. Like, or strawberry passion, really. I don't really think she has separate strawberry fragrance oils, if I'm being honest. They all kind of smell the same, and it all kind of ends up smelling like strawberry jam. So if you like strawberry jam, you're going to like Brandy's strawberry blends. If you don't like strawberry jam, you're not going to like it. Her strawberry is not very fruity, it is very bakery, so yes. And then I have Friends, which is strawberry margaritas and sugar-coated raspberries, and I saw this one. I decided to get this one because I was actually on the Supertarts page, and someone was actually raving about this right when I was making a purchase, and I thought, you know what, why not? So it's white with a black little pool and a little drink on it, I guess. And this one's nice. It's definitely a fruitier strawberry. It's a little bit lighter because of that margarita. And it's sweet, creamy. I don't think it's necessarily my favorite so far. It's definitely nice. But yeah, not necessarily my favorite. But I don't hate it. This is Lord of the Melts Arwen, Magically Delicious in Cotton Candy Frosting. I've had this one before. I think I gave it away to a friend, but it's blue on the top and white on the bottom with white little crumble pieces. And her Magically Delicious is a dupe of Lucky Charms, but it is a house blend, so it's supposed to be like a Lucky Charms scent. However, it's not just the generic Lucky Charms, I don't believe. And yeah, this one is definitely my favorite Magically Delicious blend because you do get that cereal note, but it's sweetened out and kind of softened by the cotton candy frosting. It's a lot nicer than a lot of the other Magically Delicious blends out there, which sometimes can be too heavy. Okay, and the last clamshell I have is Princess of Power, which is Citrus Explosion, Cotton Candy Frosting, and Pink Sugar. And it is white with yellow and pink on top, and there are some pink and orange crumbles on the bottom. And this is definitely very citrusy. Definitely a citrus explosion. And I do get that pink sugar. It just kind of smells like a pink sugar and orange blend, but I do like those. So those are the clamshells, and then I'll move on to the sample sets next. Alright, so this is the sample set in prime time. I kind of ran out of room, so there's actually a few little chunks on the side, but not too many, and I'll show them to you anyway. So each of the sample sets come with all of the fragrances that are in that fragrance set or fragrance line. So these are all the primetime ones. So these are all based off of TV shows, and there are how many? I can't do math that fast, I'm sorry. But these are all just 1 cube of a clamshell. So yeah, so I will just get started. And this is also a good way to get your hands on a fragrance that's completely sold out, but you want to try it. I mean, it's a little bit excessive to buy a whole collection, but if you don't have a lot of the collection, either way you get to try stuff, right? So I'll start off with the ones that you can't see on the side here. So the first one I have is in Nashville. This is just completely gray, and this is Country Berry Hotcakes, Raspberry Jam, Sugar Cookie, Orange Zest. Sorry about the handwriting. It just kind of gets bad after doing it for like 7 hours. So this one, interesting. I don't know why, but it smells weird to me. It might be the Country Berry Hotcakes. I do get the orange zest. I don't know. Something about it just smells a little bit plasticky to me. Not really a favorite, but of course, I feel like Supertarts, the key to Supertarts is no matter what, you cannot go off of cold sniff because things will always smell better, different, or even better on warm when it comes to Supertarts, specifically Supertarts. Like a lot of the times, if I like something on cold from another vendor, I know I'm gonna like it on warm. With Supertarts, you have to melt it because the thing I find with Supertarts is a lot of her fragrance oils on cold smell very different from when they're on warm, and also her wax has a very strong, overpowering scent that can actually throw you off of a lot of different scents that might be good when they're warm. So for me, Supertarts is one of those vendors that you really, really have to try warmed, which is why these sample sets are so good. Because you can try a cube of it, decide if you like it, and then buy the clamshell or the bam bag or whatever it is you need to buy. The next one we have is Originals, which is red on top and gray on the bottom with a little bit of blood on the bottom as well. And this is a blend of crisp spearmint and clementine. And I actually quite like this. I really don't like spearmint, but with the clementine, it's really, really refreshing. The clementine is definitely the stronger of the two, and it's a really good orange. It really is. It's sweet. It's not too, it's not like a Satsuma orange. It's very, I really like it. I really, really like it. This is kind of, I think this is one of my favorite orange fragrance oils I've ever smelled. This is really, really good. I can't wait to melt that actually. It's very, very refreshing and nice. Then we have X-Files, which, there you go. And this is in Sour Patch Kids Blue Raspberry Jolly Ranchers. Now this one actually wasn't on the website under the description. So if you go to the sample sets category, at the very bottom it links you to all the collections, and you can see everything in that collection with the fragrances. For whatever reason, this wasn't in like the scent, this wasn't part of the category in the scent list, but it is in the category in the sense that like it's part of the category, because obviously X-Files is a TV show. But I just found that interesting. But this is just white with a black top. And I mean, yeah, it's a fruity blend. So for whatever reason, I get kind of like a lime or a lemon lime. But yeah, it's just kind of a faint fruity scent that's a little bit sweet but not overly sugary. Again, this is another one we'll have to see when it warms, just because it's actually not very strong on cold. And this sampler, I forgot to mention, this sampler is $19.55 for all of these, and there are, hold on, let me do quick math. 24. There are 24 cents in this collection. Wow, that was not quick math. That took a while. This is why I don't study math in university. But yes. So $19.55 for 25 different fragrances and just a chunk of each. So I don't know, you can calculate that on your own. But I mean, for me, I think it's a pretty good, like a pretty decent price. So $19.55, that's just under, I would say that's just around 4 clamshells, and 4 clamshells has about 6, that's about 24. That's 24 exactly. So, I mean, it's pretty on the dot. I mean, it's a little bit more than what 1 cube would really come out to, but I mean, they gotta make money somehow, right? And again, like, it's cheaper to try them this way, or smarter, I guess. So then we have Revenge, and this is a blend of fresh picked strawberry, black rose jam, and vanilla bean, and it's white with black again. And these ones, I think the only complaint I really have about Supertarts is I wish that, because these are all ready to ship, I wish that there were pour dates on her clamshells, or really just any of the poured wax, just because it's a little bit frustrating to not really know when these were poured, because it's ready to ship. You don't really get to, like, the only information you know is when you bought it, when it shipped out. Those are the only kind of like dates you have. I guess kind of like when you restock it, but at the same time, it's like sometimes she restocks scents that are full anyways. She just restocks the whole collection. So it's really hard to tell when something is poured. So I just wish she would put a pour date on it, just so we would know. And especially because people always say that her wax, once it's on the website and you purchase it, it's already cured, which means she might have poured it and let it sit for a few weeks at least, or maybe a few days. I don't know. So that's always, I don't know. I just feel like, especially when you're ready to ship, you should have a pour date, because when it's a custom order, you can kind of easily assume, it's a custom or a pre-order, you can assume that once it ships out, that's kind of when it was finished, because you know that when it shipped out, that's when the last one was poured, so you can assume that they were poured within the same time frame. Whereas, like I said, with ready to ship, you really just don't know, because it's all uploaded at once, so you're just kind of like guessing. Like something, like one of these could have been poured 3 months ago and I would have just bought it now. Does that make sense? So it's just a little bit, I just wish there were pour dates on some ready to ship items. But yeah, Revenge, sorry. Interesting. I definitely get a rose jam kind of scent. It's a little bit similar to, obviously, the Lush's Rose Jam, but then again, a little bit different. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit less sweet, I would say, which is a little bit interesting. I do get the fresh picked strawberry, that's the strawberry jam. I don't really know if I get a vanilla bean, but this one's interesting. I don't really like rose or rose jam in wax, but I think I would be willing to give that one a try because it's not horrible. Then I have Wicked, and this is toasted marshmallow, pistachio, and sugar cookie. I definitely get her pistachio and her marshmallow. Her marshmallow is very interesting. It's not like a lot of the other marshmallows out there. It's not like a creamy, sweet marshmallow. It's more of like one of those like dried marshmallows. When I smell it, I think of like the dust on a marshmallow rather than like warm, gooey, oozy, creamy marshmallow. It kind of just smells like your fingers after you eat marshmallow. It's kind of like that marshmallow dust. It's kind of like a little bit sweet, a little bit of more of a powdered sugar kind of scent. Very interesting. I normally don't really like pistachio scents, so we'll see how this one goes, just because pistachio to me tends to smell like cherry. But like I said, I will definitely be trying all of these, so unless I absolutely hate it. So then we have CSI, which is green with a grape wax pool on top. This is mango, marshmallow, and cotton candy frosting. Yeah, I definitely get a very fruity mango. I think this is more of a mango sorbet than just plain mango, because I do get that kind of citrusy note that's in mango sorbet. This is definitely mango sorbet. I don't really get marshmallow or cotton candy frosting. I really just get mango sorbet with that one. So we'll see how that does when it warms. Then I have Vampire Diaries, which is purple with some black on the top and obviously some red blood wax on the bottom. And this is in strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, sweet cake bites. This one's interesting. I don't really understand what to think about this one. For me, there's something grassy in it. I don't know, it might be her raspberry, but something about this is very grassy. I'm not digging that one. Then we have New Girl, and this was yellow on the bottom, blue on top. And this is a blend of violet, sweet lolly, and cupcakes. This one's really pretty. I definitely get her sweet lolly. I get something a little bit floral, but something about it smells like... Wait, what in the hell? Something about it smells like disgusting, like actually disgusting. It kind of smells like, ew. It kind of smells like a belly button. Like if you've ever smelled like a belly button, this is exactly what it smells. It smells like belly button. Like a belly button, like a dirty belly button, but then with like that sweet lolly. It's really making me uncomfortable smelling this. I don't know if I'm going to want to melt this. I really just get really funky body parts in that one. That one's disgusting. Then we have Orange is the New Black, which is orange and black. And this is orange juice, burnt marshmallow, pomegranate. And this one I actually quite like. I lied. I don't think I like it anymore. The first time I smelled it, I thought I liked it. I do get... Oh, I like it better when I smell it up closer. I don't really like it when I just sniff the bag. I get an orange juice. I get like a burnt marshmallow. I get a fruity pomegranate. It's just not very strong. None of these are very strong for whatever reason. I don't know. Then we have Shield, which is pina colada, passion fruit, nectarine, rainbow, sherbet. Really citrusy. I really like it. That passion fruit nectarine is so good. Mixed with the rainbow sherbet and the pina colada, it's just a really citrusy and slightly tropical fragrance. That's really pretty. Then we have the Goldbergs, which is yellow and red. This is oatmeal, scotchy, sugar cookies, caramel drizzle. Oh! This one's so good. I don't know if it's that oatmeal scotchies or her sugar cookies that I really like, but it's really good. I get something really buttery and bakery, but not heavy. I think the oatmeal scotchies is where I'm getting the cinnamon from. I do get a cinnamon, but it's not too overpowering. And then I get a caramel. This one is actually really nice. I'm surprised that I like that one. Okay, then I have The Office, which is one that I'm definitely not interested in melting. And this is vanilla bean, Noel, sugar cookies, and coffee. I don't like coffee. I do get the sugar cookies in here, and I get a slight vanilla, but it's just really strong on the coffee. Like, I feel like I could like a coffee if it was really creamy or really sweet, or more like a latte or like a hazelnut, or like a mocha, something that was just creamy and sweet. But this coffee is like just like snorting coffee beans, like, but like burnt coffee beans. Like, if you ever smelled like a burnt coffee ground, this is kind of what it smells like, and I'm just not a big fan of it. Then we have Scandal, which is Chanel No. 5 Rose Petals and Vanilla Bean Noel. I've never smelled Chanel No. 5, but I'm assuming it just smells like perfume. The vanilla in here, I'm really just getting vanilla, actually. I'm getting like a really astringent vanilla. So, I don't know. This one, again, is another one I probably will just have to melt. Then we have Big Brother, which is one of my favorite TV shows ever. And this is Sweet Berries, Cotton Candy Frosting, Vanilla Bean, Champagne, and Love Spell. This one is really interesting, and I'm really digging it. I definitely get the Sweet Berries. I get the Cotton Candy Frosting. I get a nice fizzy note. And I get some of that Love Spell. This one's really, really good. And if I like it when it's melted, I might actually go ahead and get this one in a bam bag, because that one's a really big surprise. Then I have How I Met Your Mother, another great TV show. And this is Watermelon, Sweet White Wine, and Pomegranate. I really like this watermelon. The watermelon is really good. It's really the strongest note in the wax, for sure, in my opinion. I think I get, like, the pomegranate. I don't really know if I get the sweet white wine, or at least not predominantly. It's probably in there somewhere, but I don't know if I can really, like, smell it that strongly. Then I have Sons of Anarchy, which is a blend of blue sugar, pink sugar, chaps, and hard candies. I don't know what chaps is, but I'm assuming it's, like leather, or, like, some kind of... I think it might be some kind of, like, leather scent, because that's really all I get. Like, I definitely get blue sugar and pink sugar, but whatever chaps is really overpowering it. It just kind of smells like it could be like a leather, or like a saddle, or like some kind of fragrance like that. I'm not sure. I'll have to check, but I feel like it might be a leather fragrance. Then I have Grey's Anatomy, which I've actually never watched. And this is Starbucks coffee, vanilla ice cream, and pecan pie. And again, this one, it's a little bit better than the other coffee one, actually. Just because I think the pecan pie and the vanilla ice cream are really sweetening and creaming it out. But it's still way too strong on the coffee for me. Way too strong. I just, like, to enjoy a coffee scent, it would need to be, like, the least predominant fragrance. It would need to be, like, barely there. And then I have Beauty and the Beast, which I don't really know why it's in prime time. Beauty and the Beast is a movie. But this is a blend of blackberry and Magically Delicious. I like her blackberry. It's definitely overpowering, this fragrance. I don't really know if I get that Magically Delicious, that kind of bakery scent. Then we have Dexter, which is another amazing show, which is fresh baked strawberry, pineapple, and tangerine. I really do get that pineapple and tangerine, and I get that rose jam. It's good, it's fruity, it's nice. I mean, not the rose jam, the strawberry jam, Jesus. This is Castle. I actually used to watch this show, and then I kind of got bored of it. This is pomegranate, red berry, currants, and mint leaf. I get the red berry currants in here, which is interesting. And I've had red berry currants in blends before, and I never really liked it all that much. But interesting. I don't really get a lot of that mint leaf, surprisingly. You would think that would be the strongest scent, but no, it's definitely the red berry currants. So this one will be an interesting one to melt, because I don't really know how that one's going to go over on warm. This one is Heart of Dixie, another show that I really liked. And this is Pink Peonies, Vanilla Bean Buttercream, and Pink Sugar. I think I'm getting the Pink Peonies the most, just because I don't really know what peonies smell like. and there's something different that I'm getting, but it's not overly floral, so I like it. And I do get that pink sugar. I don't really know if I get vanilla bean and buttercream, but it's probably in there creaming it out somehow. Okay, let me move these a little closer to me. Then I have The Mindy Project, another great show, wow. And this is blueberry, mango chunks, and white sangria. Not my favorite. That white sangria is like kind of like that champagne fragrance, but it's not balanced enough with the blueberry and mango chunks that it's not just like a fizzy scent, like a kind of winey fizz scent. I feel like if there was a little bit more blueberry and mango, this one would smell a lot better. So that one is we're gonna have to see how that one does on warm. Then we have Modern Family, and this one is cucumber, mint, apple, and lemon wedges. I'm definitely getting apple, I'm definitely getting lemon wedges, and I definitely get cucumber mint. I definitely mostly get the cucumber mint. It's kind of like a very refreshing kind of mint scent. Very interesting. Very, very interesting blend. And the last one we have is Glee, which just got worse after like the second season. And this is Purple Cow Cotton Candy Frosting, which is like a sweet grape, and it smells like cough syrup. So that is the Primetime collection, and I will stop here and show you the next sample set that I got. Alright, so I am back with the next sample set I got, and it is in the Tarts collection, and this one was $18.70, and this one came with less. This one came with 22. Well, I got 22. They're supposed to be 23, but I realized while I was labeling them that I'm actually missing one of them. I'm missing Manny, which is hazelnut, almond, pie crust, and vanilla pudding. I was thinking of messaging them, but at the same time it's like, what am I going to say? Like, I'm missing one piece of a sample set. I don't know. I just feel like it's just hassle. We'll see. I think I'll probably message them eventually. It's just, I got this order because I use an American address. I feel like it'll just be random if I'm just like, hey, I just received my order, even though I actually received it a while ago and I just realized something was missing. But we'll see. So there are supposed to be 23 rather than 22, but I only have 22 to show you. So we'll just get started. So the first one I have is Casper, which is toasted marshmallow, vanilla bean oil, cornbread, Mexican fried ice cream. By the way, I think Tarts is just supposed to be like TV shows for children, or yeah, like children related TV shows, movies, stuff like that. So this one is really nice. I really like the cornbread scent, surprisingly, and I don't know. The Mexican fried ice cream is just really creamy, and the toasted marshmallow, vanilla bean oil. It's just a really, really creamy kind of bready bakery, and I really like that one. Then we have Anna, which is sugar cookie marshmallow, and I mean, yeah, it smells like sugar cookie. And then her marshmallow, which is like a powdered marshmallow scent. Then we have E.T., which is chocolate candies, cannoli, baguette, and marshmallow. This one, I think it's actually stronger on the cannoli. And I get a little bit of a chocolate scent, but it's less of like a chocolate bar and more of like cocoa powder. And then I guess I get a little bit of a bread fragrance from it. This one's really nice. Okay, then we have Optimus. And this one is Raspberry Zinger Birthday Cake. And I really like this one. I love Raspberry Zinger. That fragrance oil is just really good. It's just a sweet raspberry with a bakeryness to it. And it's just good. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's just your classic bakery fruity.